Hi, today I'm going to show you how to create Google Sites combining with Google Sheets and Google Slides. That's exactly what we're going to do for Google application number one. I think it shown as hands-on number one. So I'm going to follow the instructions that posted on assignment for that particular assignment. And assuming you have created a Google user, Google account, okay, you should not use university Google account. Make sure you are using the new Google account you supposed to be created. Okay, so anyway, here we go. I'm at Google Sites. That's right here, the URL, sites.google.com. That's on the instructions as well. If you look at Google Sites, two different types. One is kind of more modernized, should say, or classical, which is kind of older generation of Google Sites. You can try either, but I'm going to stick to the default, which is modern, a little bit modernized. But anyway, the first thing you need to do is create your site by adding site name MGMT 3700 and apply theme, your name, and so forth. Okay, so well, I got so many of them, so don't worry about it. You may not have at all, but you're gonna just use this create new site icon at the bottom. Then it'll take you to a blank page. Then as soon as you get there, you wanna apply theme so that you can move on to next step. Doesn't matter any theme you like. Well, let me try something different. Here we go. Red at the top. Font style. Modern is fine. Then you want to enter title MGMT 3700 information systems for management, and you want to just edit a little bit for the probably want to make it has subheading, and you want to put it in the middle. There you go. And don't forget your name as well. Okay. All right. Next thing you want to do is, I think according to the instructions, you're gonna do the Google spreadsheets. But since you are starting your Google sites, you want to create a couple of pages that eventually you're gonna do it later on. But before I do that, I'm gonna just make sure enter the title of the site, which is a unique name for your site. So I'm gonna type it in MGMT 3700 Park Spring 2020. I think I may use the before. So online to make sure there's no repetition. All right. And again, like I said, I'm going to create a couple of pages to insert spreadsheets and Google Slides. So if we go, so if you click Pages tab at the bottom, again, this plus symbol, which is adding new page. So click that. Then you name it Google Spreadsheets. And another one, click new page icon, name it Google Slides, right? So if you look at on the right hand side right here, home page is the main page, which you'll be land initially. Then you have sub pages, which is Google Spreadsheets and Google Slide. Okay. All right. So now you are ready to begin, actually. So we're going to move on to step two, creating Google Spreadsheets. And next thing you want to do is just opening up another tab on Chrome, and all you have to do is just type docs.google.com. Then actually it'll take you to the Google Docs page. Again, you may not have at all, kind of blank, or some sort of welcome, notes. But all you have to do is just click main menu here, then click Sheets, so that you can move on to Google Sheets. Then, of course, you're going to click blank to create a new spreadsheets. Google Spreadsheets are exactly like Excel, very much like Excel. Of course, there's a little difference, but the fundamental ideas of using spreadsheets are exactly the same. Okay, actually, a lot of short keys are working just like Excel and inserting chart and all that. So, idea is we're gonna insert stock list here. Okay, so that we can actually import stock stock information on live. So you don't have to do it, you don't have to record, or you don't have to maintain your stock list every few hours and so forth. So as long as you have uh, used this Google spreadsheets with the right functions, it'll update by itself. Okay, so that's idea of this exercise. The first thing we want to do is we want to import list of stocks, right? You can use the stock from the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, different market. But for our convenience, I uh, attached NASDAQs, the list of stock for NASDAQ. So here we go, A through Z. So it's thousands of them. So you can choose any group of them. Okay. So what I'm going to choose, I'm going to go just maybe to the bottom, a little bit to the lower end. Then I'm going to choose probably U somewhere. And again, like 30 or so, but I'm going to choose more than 30 in case there's some unavailable stocks or sometimes just deleted or canceled. So I'm going to go back to spreadsheets and you'll just paste it just like that. How many I have? I think more than enough. Well, we'll see how we're gonna fix this later on if it's too many. Next step will be now filling out those column B through H. So before I do that, I'm gonna just add new rows so that I can enter column heading, for example, symbols for column A, column B, you want to make it company name, column C, last close, the price of last closed, and current price, E, price changed, F, percent of change. Basically, there's the percentage of change occurs in column E. G, 52 week low, 52 week high. I think there's a typo. Then I'll do the last one later on. But anyway, so I'm gonna come back to B2, and then we're gonna enter Google function. And many of this Google function for this talk exercise, pretty much you're gonna use Google Finance. So a little bit different from Excel. Excel has a unique function name for each calculation, but Google function actually use the same function, but differences in the parentheses, then you're going to use a different variable inside. Okay, so here we go, Google Finance. That's what we're going to enter. Always starting with the equals, Google Finance, or you can just double click once you have that kind of guides appear. And first one we're going to do is find name of the symbol. So either you can type it in A2 or just click A2. I think you better use the mouse, just click rather than trying to type it in, so that prevent any kind of errors. Then second attribute will be uh, name. Think if for that syntax doesn't matter lowercase and uppercase and close parentheses, and there you go. So name of that company will be Ultra Life. All right, so I'm gonna just autofill all the way down. It's a little bit too long. I think somehow I'm gonna just delete some of them because too many of them. All right, so that was column B. Column C, the price closed yesterday. Okay, so we're gonna use the same function named Google Finance. And again, just refer to A2, comma. Then this time the syntax will be close, Y-E-S-T. Okay, so double quotes, close, Y-E-S-T, double quotes, and closing parenthesis at the end. And there you go, $7.02 closed yesterday. Or I believe it's this afternoon. All right, move on to column D, which is current price. So you see the idea here, right? Basically using the same function, which is Google Finance. Only difference is the individual variable inside. And for current price, we're gonna just enter the syntax as price. All right, so current price will be $6.95. That's been changed. So we're gonna just autofill all the way down. There you go. So you see the changes, right? From last close to current price. So that's what we're gonna calculate on column E. Basically a current price minus last close, right? Equals. Then we see the changes, whether it's up or down, right? So it's been down for the first one. Then we're gonna just autofill all the way down. Percent have changed. Now we found the amount changed. from last close to current price, then we want to calculate this particular amount in terms of percentage of last closed price. Okay, so basically that will be take price changed, which is E2 divided by last closed price. So that's too many decimals. So why don't we decimal points? So why don't we make it percent, right? Percent format, which is right there. Format as percent. And apply. And now can give a couple of decimal points, which will be increased decimal places, right? Two. Oops, too many. Two. Then we autofill. Okay. Now 52-week low. So let's move on to next, which is same thing, Google Finance. Only differences again using A2, comma, then we're gonna enter low 52. So what was the lowest price for the last 52 weeks? Will be A2 was A2, right? I think somehow just wrong number. All right, here we go. And we're gonna just autofill. And the same thing with, actually we can apply absolute cell reference, but I didn't do it, meaning that we're going to enter dollar sign to A2 so that we can, oh, you have to just change high from low. Oops. Oh, I think I overused it. I should not. I should have used partial absolute cell reference. Okay. Well, but anyway, that's not the point here. So we found 52-week low, 52-week high. The last thing we want to do in this uh, Google Spreadsheets exercise, looking at the instruction. Hold on just a second. Finding the daily price of a particular stock for a given period. For example, you want to find daily price changes for 30 days, right? Or 60 days. So that you want to see any changes day by day for 1 month or 2 months, for example. So that's what you're going to do. And in order to do that, so we're going to move to, doesn't matter where we're going to enter, but we're going to enter somewhere in column I. So what we're going to enter is, it's on the instruction again, but here we go, Google Finance, same function, starting with, again, you can refer to column cell, or you can just pick up actual um, stock symbol. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to choose mm, Ultra Beauty. I don't know what is this, but I'll just pick up Ultra Beauty, which is ULTA, comma, uh, next variable will be just type price, comma, and next variable will be the beginning of the period. So I'm gonna just give it December 1st, 2019. So I want to see the daily changes for 1 month. In order to do that, you want to indicate the days. So in this case, 30, comma. Then the last thing you want to enter is daily. So Google will show the daily price. Okay, and that's it. And sometimes you make a typo or something, some kind of error, so you can always fix. Let's see what I got. Price, beginning date, for 30 days, daily. All right, let's see. UNB, price, beginning date, 30 days, daily. All right, here we go. I think I made some, I think it happened before, so sometimes I had a hiccup. All right, so that's what I got for 30 days, starting December 2nd all the way to January 14th. So that's the idea of doing this exercise to show all those changes as well as daily changes using Google function. And there you go. And now I'm going to give a title of this spreadsheets as stock price. All right, so you don't have to save it separate. It'll go to the Google Docs. So it'll be there.